So he says, we are building God with superintelligence. Elon Musk says the same thing. And so if you watch these guys closely, it is like a new religion is being built in Silicon Valley.
There's this term, I didn't hear it before, the broligarchie. So no oligarchy, but the oligarchy
Yes.
of Techbros, right?
Yes.
And somebody calls them boys playing God. Is that also the way you look at them?
When you talk with these people, they're kind of aim for AI, and you think about what they're trying to build. They're trying to build an all-knowing, omniscient, omnipresent, all-powerful being, sentient being, that is infinitely smarter than humans. And they're also making these claims that we can live forever, that we can, spread out into the stars, into the heavens, that we can live in utopia, we can live in heaven, that we won't have to suffer anymore. And the Vatican are watching this really, really closely. And that's what I also found fascinating. I'm now working on a story about the Vatican and how they're responding to AI, because it's such an interesting lens, because the Catholic Church know better than anyone.
Sorry, you're going really fast now. You're working on the story of the Vatican and AI.
Yes.
Are they also chatting with ChatGPT?
Well, the Vatican are seeing what's going on in Silicon Valley. They're seeing how they're saying they're building God. They're not shy about it. Like Brian Johnson literally said...
Who is that?
This guy who injects his son's blood into his veins.
Because he wants to live forever.
To live forever, yes. So he says, we are building God with superintelligence. Elon Musk says the same thing. And so if you watch these guys closely, it is like a new religion is being built in Silicon Valley. And I think that's a really useful lens, especially for me as a journalist, but I think for everyone, to think about Silicon Valley as a religious cult is an interesting lens. It's not necessarily... I don't know if I would go so far as to call it a cult, but to understand it through that lens as your sort of investigative hypothesis is an interesting way to approach this story.